Officer Ben was known for his no-nonsense approach to enforcing the rules. One Thursday afternoon, during his routine patrol in Jefferson Park, he spotted a man sitting on a bench near the fountain. The man, disheveled and clutching a tattered coat, had his belongings stuffed into a worn duffel bag. Ben frowned. Vagrancy was against town regulations. Approaching with firm steps, he stopped a few feet away. "Sir," Ben said sternly, "this is public property. Do you have somewhere to go, or am I going to have to take you in?" The man slowly looked up, revealing a face marked by years of hardship. His tired eyes met Ben's. "Officer," the man said in a raspy voice, "I'll leave if you want. But can I say something first?" Ben hesitated. "You've got 2 minutes." The man nodded, his trembling hands resting on his knees. "My name is Walter Grayson. I served in the Gulf War, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Did 2 tours in each. Gave this country my all. But when I came back..." He trailed off, staring at the ground. Ben folded his arms. "Go on." Walter continued, his voice quieter now. "When I came back, I couldn't sleep. Couldn't stop seeing things. Friends I lost. Choices I made. My wife left. Took my kids. I tried to work, but my mind wasn't steady. Eventually, I ended up here. This bench. It's the closest thing I have to a home." Ben shifted uncomfortably. Walter's story wasn't what he had expected. This wasn't a man shirking responsibility. This was someone who had given everything and been left with nothing. "I don't need your pity," Walter said, his tone unwavering. "I'm just tired. If locking me up makes your job easier, do it. But if you've got a bit of kindness in you, maybe just let me sit here a little longer." Ben stood in silence, unsure of what to do. Arresting Walter felt wrong, but letting him stay didn't solve the problem either. "Walter," Ben said after a pause, "stay put. I'll be back." Ben walked away, but Walter's words weighed on his mind. Back at the precinct, Ben searched online until he found Veterans Hope Alliance, a nonprofit dedicated to helping struggling veterans. He called and explained Walter's situation. "That's tragic," said Carol, the representative. "Bring him to our center. We'll provide food, shelter, and counseling. The hardest part is getting them to trust us." Ben returned to the park. Walter was still there, sitting in quiet resignation. "Walter," Ben said, "get up. I found a place that can help." Walter eyed him warily. "What kind of place?" "Not jail," Ben replied. "A center for veterans like you. They'll help you get back on your feet." After a moment of hesitation, Walter nodded. Ben drove him to the center, where Carol greeted them warmly. As the door closed behind Walter, Ben felt an unfamiliar sense of pride. Days turned into weeks, but Walter stayed on Ben's mind. One afternoon, Ben decided to visit the center. To his surprise, he found Walter looking healthier. His hair was trimmed, his beard neat, and he wore clean clothes. "Officer Ben," Walter called out with a smile. "Just Ben," he replied, smiling back. "How are things?" Walter led him to a bench outside. "They've been good to me here. Counseling is tough, but I'm sleeping better. Carol's helping me apply for jobs too." "That's great," Ben said sincerely. Walter's voice softened. "I owe it to you. Most officers would have slapped cuffs on me and moved on. You didn't." Ben shook his head. "You earned this second chance, Walter. You fought for us. I just connected the dots." From that day forward, Ben and Walter formed an unlikely friendship. Ben visited often, sometimes bringing food or simply listening. Walter, in turn, reminded Ben of the power of compassion and understanding. For Walter, life began to rebuild itself. He found work as a maintenance worker and started regaining stability. And for Ben, the experience changed his outlook, teaching him to see people as more than just cases. This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Have a wonderful day.